Roblox is supposed to be a way to escape stress, but for one boy, it became the reason his own father turned into the scariest monster in the house. This is the story of Jacob, who got so addicted to one Roblox game that his dad decided to fix him the hard way. Jacob lived in a small house with his dad and 3 older brothers. His mom had died a year earlier. Since then, the whole place felt wrong. Too quiet, too heavy. His dad, Mark, worked double shifts and came home exhausted, angry at every little thing. Tom, Mike, and Alex tried to help with chores and keep the peace. But Jacob, the youngest, found his own way to escape. Through his phone, through Roblox. His favorite game was a competitive mode everyone in his friend group called Steal the Brain Rot. A fast, chaotic game where you had to steal glowing items from other players and score points. The more you stole, the more rewards, cosmetics, and clout you got. In that game, Jacob wasn't the quiet kid whose mom died, he was a legend. Quick hands, sharp reaction, people cheered when he joined their lobby. At first, it was harmless. School, homework, a couple hours of Roblox at night. But as the months passed, the balance flipped. He started thinking about the game in class, planning routes, remembering where other players like to hide. He rushed home just to log in. Homework got postponed for later. Later never came. His grades dropped. He stopped hanging out with his brothers. He barely slept. One weekend, he played almost 12 hours straight. At some point, he stood up, his vision went dark, and he passed out on the floor from exhaustion and not eating. When he woke up, he didn't think, "I need to stop." He thought, "I lost time. I could have been grinding." School turned into torture. He couldn't sit still. His hands shook. His head hurt from lack of sleep and constant stress. Teachers called his name 3 times before he even realized they were talking to him. One day in the hallway, a kid accidentally bumped into him. Jacob exploded, shoved him back, started shouting. Later, he snapped at his math teacher over nothing. The school called his dad. Again. "Your son is aggressive. He fights. He can't focus. Something is wrong," the principal said. At home that night, Mark's patience snapped. He walked into Jacob's room and found him, again, glued to his phone, Roblox glowing on the screen. "Still playing that stupid game?" Mark said, voice low. "Dad, my head still hurts," Jacob lied quickly. "The doctor said I need rest. Screens help me relax." Mark didn't believe a word. He grabbed the phone from Jacob's hands. "No more. You're done. You'll get this back when your grades go up and you start acting normal." He locked the phone in his bedroom. For a few days, Jacob tried to endure. He went to school, tried to focus, pretended everything was fine. But addiction is loud. At night, he lay there, staring at the ceiling, feeling like part of him was missing. In class, his fingers twitched, reaching for a device that wasn't there. His friends kept texting, "Where are you? We lost so many rounds without you." Finally, he made a plan. One morning, after Mark left for work, Jacob quietly stepped into his dad's room. His heart pounded like in his favorite game's heist levels. He searched drawers, checked under the bed, nothing. Then he saw an old shoebox in the closet. Inside, under old papers, was the phone. "I knew it," Jacob whispered. He hid the phone in his backpack. All day at school, he could barely sit through lessons. Every minute felt like an hour. As soon as he got home, he ran to his room, shut the door, and turned the phone on. Roblox loaded. Steal the Brain Rot opened like he'd never left. His friends spammed chat. "Jacob, you're back! Let's go, we need you!" Time vanished. He stole, ran, dodged, laughed. The outside world blurred. The sun went down. The room grew dark, but he didn't notice. He didn't hear the key in the front door. He didn't hear his dad's footsteps in the hallway. The door to his room swung open. Jacob turned, still holding the glowing phone. Mark stood in the doorway, frozen for a second. His face changed. Anger, betrayal, exhaustion, everything hit at once. "You stole it," Mark said quietly. "After everything I told you, after everything I do for you." "Dad, wait, I was going to put it back, You lied to me. Again. Mark stormed across the room. Jacob instinctively pulled the phone back, like it could shield him. It didn't. What happened next wasn't a lesson. It wasn't discipline. It was an explosion. Mark's rage finally found a target. Words turned into shouts. Shouts turned into blows. Jacob ended up on the floor, crying, trying to shield himself. His brothers heard the noise and rushed in. "Dad, stop!" Tom grabbed his arm. "Look at him," Mike shouted. "You're hurting him!" "Mom wouldn't want this," Alex yelled. The room was chaos, heavy breathing, tears. The phone knocked somewhere under the bed. Eventually, Mark's anger burned out. He dropped into a chair, staring at his own hands like he didn't recognize them. "What have I done?" he whispered. Jacob lay on the floor, bruised, shaking. The game's music still played faintly from under the bed. That night changed the house. The phone was taken away for real this time. Jacob was sent back to the doctor, now not just for headaches, but for everything. Sleep, mood, behavior. The word addiction finally came up. Therapy, restrictions, rules. The game was gone, but the urge to play didn't vanish overnight. He shook. He got angry. He felt empty. His dad stopped lashing out physically, but the fear didn't disappear just because the bruises faded. Because here's the thing. Roblox didn't make Mark violent, but Jacob's addiction and Mark's refusal to see it as anything but disobedience lit the fuse. People love to say, "It's just a game. Just take the phone away. Problem solved." But sometimes, by the time a parent finally looks up from their own stress and sees how deep it's gone, the damage is already done, both on the screen and in the one place that was supposed to be safe. So if you catch yourself thinking, "I don't care about anything except getting back into the game," or if you see someone in your house going down that road, don't wait until someone explodes. Because not every monster in a Roblox story lives inside the game. Subscribe if you love your parents.